Hello everyone, we will discuss about certificate of deposit. As previously we have discussed about treasury bill, uh, T-bill. That is mostly issued by different governments, but the certificate of deposit is issued by financial institutions. Uh, in the first point, it has been mentioned that a certificate of deposit is a time deposit commonly offered to consumers by banks and other financial institutions like insurance companies and banks that restricts holders from withdrawing funds on demand. In certificate of deposit, the financial institutions restrict the holders of the funds that they cannot withdraw the money before the maturity date. But there is some relaxation as well, as it is mentioned in the second point that although it is possible to withdraw money, but this action will often incur a penalty that is linked to pre-agreed interest rate. So if any holder of the fund want to withdraw the money before the maturity date, then he or she has to pay a penalty that will be pre-agreed interest rate. Similarly, just like a T-bill, a certificate of deposit is also considered as promissory note because it's simply a promise to repay the holder of the fund by bank and other financial institutions. In the next point, the most common maturities for certificate of deposits are 3 month and 6 month, whereas we have discussed in T-bill, we have seen that in the case of US, the maturity time was also for 1 month, 3 month and 6 month. But in case of UK, the maturity time was 3 month and 6 month. So in the case of certificate of deposits, the maturity time is 3 month and 6 month. All right. In the next point, point number E, they are purchased at their face or par value and pay a specified interest at maturity. We have seen in the T-bill there was no coupon, there was no interest rate. Mean to say the treasury bill is issued at discount value, and at the time of maturity it has been paid at face value, and the difference between the discounted value and the face value will be considered the return for the investors. So here they are purchased at their face or par value and pay a specified interest rate. So it means certificate of deposits pay specified interest rate at maturity. Therefore, at maturity or redemption, the investor receive their full face value plus the specified interest rate that is set at the time of contract, mean to say when the investor will deposit the money. In some cases, at the last point, if we will see, in some cases certificate of deposits pay a yield slightly higher. Why? Why certificate of deposit have a slightly higher yield as compared to T-bills? Because we have learned in the finance that if you have to bear higher risk, so the return will be higher. It has been considered that in certificate of deposits the risk is slightly higher, the credit risk is slightly higher. That's why the return will be greater than T-bills. They can be issued in any denomination, in any value, in any quantity. There is no fixed value or quantity in which the certificate of deposits will be issued. So we have learned that certificate of deposits are issued by financial institutions but the treasury bill is issued by different governments to fulfill their short-term needs. Certificate of deposit is also a money market instrument to fulfill the short-term needs, to fulfill the liquidity needs. Thank you.